Hello, everybody. Welcome into my light box. Here we go. So my name is Jason, and welcome to my channel. I want to thank all of you for hitting that subscribe button because you've all done an amazing job both in comments and subscribing to my channel. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. As to today, I only have a couple minutes to share with you, but I did 2 short feeds yesterday on my short tab. So if you go over to the short feed, you will see me shopping in 2 different stores. And I'm never afraid to tell you where I'm going, but I went to the Frientique and I also went to the Nest. And both stores are in Worcester, and they are they're for benefit for cancer. So all the money goes to cancer and people that have cancer. I think cancer research. Anyways, this bracelet was in the bottom of the case, and it was $45. And look at the construction of this. I thought it was older, but then I looked at the clasp and I looked at the construction of the back. And now that I know this is in fact more contemporary, it was listed as an Art Deco bracelet. It's not a deco bracelet, not in that construction, but we're not here to quabble over time periods. Look how wide this is. It's exactly 3 inches wide. But why I love this is, look, every rhinestone is prong set and they're so sparkly and they're all there now. When I bought it, I sent pictures to Tanya at My Jewelry Addiction and there were 4 stones missing. Well, last night I went in, I opened up the prongs and I got my little optivisor on and my loop and I set the stones back in and I nailed it. So look how beautiful, and it's like silk. It almost feels like fabric. It's so, the stones are almost micro sized. They're very small. But anyways, look at that bracelet. So that was $45. And again, I bought that because I didn't think it was deco, but I love the patterning of the stones on that mesh. And if it was on black, you would see that a little bit better. And thank you so much for joining me today for this. Look at how it looks like diamond shapes, how they set the stones. They did such a beautiful job. Absolutely beautiful bracelet. And again, it feels like fabric. I loved that. So I know that I can make quite a bit on that one. So I was so excited. Now, onto this bag, and I'm sorry for the chaos, but here, I'm just gonna dump this out. Hopefully my receipt's not in there. All right, so you saw in the short feed of this one, this is all that I bought at the other antique mall, and which is right around the corner. And this was uptown, downtown. There's the diamond bracelet. So they're baguette diamonds in sterling silver. So they're not in gold, but that bracelet retail with 3 carats of really good diamonds in baguette shaped, that would still be around, well, between $300 and $500 would be my auction estimate if I put it into an auction, which I will, more than likely. But look at how good those diamonds are. Normally, they're not so good when they put them in silver, but those are large. So each link would be approximately a quarter carat of diamonds, very easily, because there's between 20 and 21 diamonds per link. And we'll get close up. Look at those stones. So beautiful. And that was $22. And that was in my short feed as well. Now, in the short feed, I want to tell you something about, and the bracelet is like a 7 1/4, so to fit a larger size wrist. I love that ribbon twist design. I loved this. As soon as I saw it, I go, oh, I'm buying that for sure. Oh, and then diamonds do black light. So let me show you this. Let me show you really quick. Sometimes diamonds will glow. Sometimes they will fluoresce as I struggle with my black light. Look, so diamonds will fluoresce. So if you go to a store and you want to check for diamonds and you don't have a diamond tester, because I've never invested in one. Well, no, I invested in one in 1997 and then I threw it away because it just annoyed me. It was in my way. And that's just me. That's the way that I learned. But look, you can see that some of them will fluoresce, and that's because they have a presence of, I believe in these, I think they have a presence of boron, which is fine. You don't normally want to see diamonds fluoresce, but it's okay. I have a diamond ring that is very, very large, and the diamond fluoresces, and I love it. So there you go. That's one way to test, because the people say, well, how did you know it was diamonds? Well, how did I know it was diamonds? I just, again, experienced, but look at how they're set. And that was $22. I was so excited. All right, on to the race is on. This one is DTR, I think. Yeah, DTR, so it's contemporary. You know that I don't love contemporary. You know that I don't. But I liked this. I think the stone is obviously some sort of composite or possibly reconstituted or bound together. I don't consider that a gemstone. I mean, I guess you can consider it a gemstone, but I personally don't. But it's beautiful, and maybe it is a stone out of the ground that I just have never seen before. It looks like it's in the turquoise family of stones, but then again, there's so many of these that were misidentified over time. But I love why I bought it was the design. I didn't buy it because of the stone. I bought it for its wearability. It's like a size 8.5. It's just beautiful, and that was $20. So I said yes to that. This is the bracelet. I know I'm going to run out of time today. This is the purple stone bracelet. We'll get into this in another video because these stones are awesome. They do turn color, so we'll get into that. They are synthetic, and that's in gold-filled metal. But for $18 and being an older piece from the 30s, that was a yes. That was a definite yes because it had a great presence for not a lot of money. So that was a yes. Let me scoot this out of the way. And then this was the pin that I didn't reach over in the short, but this was way out of the area of the camera. And this is why I say to you, what do I say? Don't video and do shorts because it's very distracting from your shopping, and I almost missed this. So that's why I don't necessarily take you shopping with me. I'd rather shop and then show you what I get. Well, that's why I do the shorts, so you're kind of with me. But look how beautiful. Silver and Bethlehem pearl, carved mother of pearl, and set in a beautiful silver frame. And they knew that it was $900 or $950 silver, and then they priced it at $8. I would get around 50 to 60 for this same example because it's so big. So that was a yes. This one, I don't want to show you a price, and I'm glad it's out of the screen right now because I am going to sell this. But this is a beautiful turn of the century locket, and I do have someone local for this, so I will sell this locally. But you can see the quality of this, and then on the inside, let me hide the price. Oops, let me hide the price. I don't want it because I know he watches my videos. And I don't want him to think I'm greedy, but there's times when you're going to make a lot on something. So there is the inside, and it says gold shell, and it has both fitter rings and then both pieces of clear celluloid. So it's complete on the inside, and there is the mark on the inside. So it's a gold shell on the outside. So the very outside of the metal is 14 karat gold. And but it's so beautiful, and look at the engraving on that. I loved that locket. So Edwardian, 1910 on that. And then, this is a mistake from the last video, and I like correcting myself. This I did not get at Frientique or The Nest or Uptown Downtown. This came out of that box that I was sorting the other day, and I kept flipping by it because the pearls were very chalky and calcified. So I cleaned it up, and all I used was, and this is what I used a very soft toothbrush, and I did use some, it was like a Palmolive and a slight cleaning solution, and I don't remember what exactly I used, but I used Palmolive, and let's just say I used Palmolive dishwashing liquid and a toothbrush, and I just so barely scrubbed over it, got the calcification off, and then I just kind of rubbed my hands over it with my natural oils to give that its luster back. But look how beautiful. The reason I show you this is I made a mistake. I kept flipping by it. Look right there, and I'll hold still. Look right there and there. So that right there, the M inside of that clamshell, that's the earlier mark for Mickey Moto. And then the S is the silver content, each pearl set on a wire. So that's a Mickey Moto brooch. So although I kept flipping by it in that haul from the other day, I shouldn't have been, because this is worth around $150 to $165. And I just kept, moving it out of the way. So yes, sometimes I will even overlook things. And then when I slow down, I always tell everybody, calm down, slow down, and really look. Here I am panic-stricken lecturing you to slow down. All right, these are the Deco and Marcasite earrings. Beautiful, beautiful, old, beautiful. sterling silver and marcasite earrings, and those were $5. Those I loved. And then I'm just showing you the haul from the other day. I'm just showing you how I'm going to process, and 99% of this will go on eBay. So eventually it'll be on my eBay. And for everybody, my eBay is linked at the top of my main page. So there is a link to my eBay. So please go over and take advantage of that if you wanted to buy any of these pieces. And it'll take me some time to get these up on eBay. It's not just going to happen overnight. I have so much going on right now. I'm working on another auction catalog of a very large home and a very extensive collection. But those were $4, Crown Trifari, Lava Stone, and those are going to go for quite the bit of money. Let me move all this out of the way. No, I think I'm going to do this one next. Yeah, I'll do this one next. So, again, sorry for the haphazardness. Let's make sure that, yeah, okay, there we go. All right, so there we have it. Now I feel better about that. And then we're going to call it quits for the day, even though I know you want me to stay. This was a Trifari bow, only silver plated, but it was $5, and it was very lovely. Needs to be cleaned, but I liked that for $5. So again, I just kind of show you that I'm never afraid to buy something, I don't want to say, you know, less expensive or cheap, but affordably priced, because then my profit margin on something like that, I may only make $15, but I'm happy to make $15. This one was $20, brass and sterling silver, artisan made. And again, is that great? It's so unusual because I didn't even see if it was signed, but you can tell that it's sterling hand hammered and just a beautiful thing. And a cuff bracelet that looks so natural when it's on. Loved its natural lines. A nod to Art Nouveau, made maybe in the 90s, 80s or 90s. Sterling silver. And then this one was just unusual. I got to do a little bit of research. I think this is an amethyst, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, we're probably in the amethyst family at least, but look at those secondary inclusions of that almost like fire plume in a way. They're like a golden, like almost in the citrine family, but look at the amethyst. And it's just so beautifully done. The mounting was magnificent. And this one on a gigantic solid rope chain, this one was $35. And I was all over that. I said, just for that stone, I'd go to a gem show or a sale, and I wish you could see the color of that. There we go. I would be spending $35 just on that stone or more. But I loved the secondary color in that and the patterning. Okay, so there's that. And then we get into this little Native American ring and then a citrine pendant. I'm trying to hurry, and I'm sorry for the panic. Well, I regret the panic today, but this was a yes. Native American, late 30s, green turquoise, smaller size, but $15. That's a quick sell. That will sell very, very fast. Again, I'll list that on eBay. And then let's see here. This one is citrine, and I think this one was 14 karat. I loved the simplicity of this little lavalier. Look how beautiful that is. That is just absolutely beautiful because it's so sweet. That would be turn of the century as well. Probably into the 1918, 1925, because it seems more stylized, but very, very pretty. And then there's this one. And let's see if I can get into the other bag before I run out of time here. Oh, and I wanted to tell you my rings that I'm wearing. So this one's fire agate. I made this one, and I made this one. You've seen these in past videos. I just wanted to say, if you haven't, please go over to Tanya's video. Tanya at My Jewelry Addiction made some jewelry. She made a ring. Oh my gosh, she's getting good. So please go over to her channel and check out her silversmithing. This necklace reminded me to tell you that. I've watched her videos and gee whiz, she's doing great. Please go over and subscribe to Tanya. You'll love her. She's whimsical, she's lighthearted, she's honest and loyal. You will love Tanya at My Jewelry Addiction. So please go over and tell her that I sent you. Drive her crazy and tell her that I sent you. This one is this one's $9.50 silver and then signed RR. I haven't looked it up yet, or RA. I'll have to look that up. But look how beautiful this necklace is. And then this looks like a collar, but it's jointed tubing. And then these beautiful shepherd hook clasp at the back. As soon as I saw that as a silversmith, I knew that this was hand created by Silversmith. I loved that modernist, and it was only $30. I think at a show that would be in the $200 vicinity, and the signature will elevate that price. Now let me take out my receipt, because my receipt is there. Let me take this out. I'll show this fire agate one, but I want to bring it back in another video. Look how dirty my light box is. All right, we're going to end on this. So this one is a classic example of Trifari. Why did I buy this? Because I could make money. It was $4, and I could sell it for around 28 or 30. And these sell. So maybe I can get 25 for it, but the point is I will buy the sure shot. If you throw the basketball up and it instantly goes into the hoop, you buy it. This one is enamel and sterling silver, artisan made. We'll talk about that later. Just showing you a couple. This I bought, and I loved this for dichroic glass and sterling. It is signed Charles Albert. Never heard of Charles before, but really well crafted, and I loved that dichroic glass. Now, the two that really got me going and made me crazy, look at this one. So this was $30, and it just says crystal. So all they did is tested that as a crystal, but they didn't look at the metal. Look at the side. It's artisan signed right there. What on earth is going on? It's an artist-made creation, and it's so chunky and so heavy. Then look at this side. Boom, right there, 925S and 585. That 585 is 14 karat gold. This whole chunk right here, this whole chunky big bar that goes across the top, that's all solid 14 karat gold. Look at the modern style of that. Now this I'll probably keep local for a while. I think I'm going to try and get some maximum money. I'm also going to check that stone and make sure it is a crystal and synthetic. These were supposed to have been looked at by a certified gemologist, and one of you laughed in my short because you could see the sign that said, all fine jewelry looked at by a certified gemologist. Well, you know, you've watched my past videos, and you've seen how I feel about some people that don't apply their information correctly. And this is kind of one of them. You may not know the metal, but if you're a gemologist, you should know the difference and see a 585 and know that that's 14 karat. But no, it's just marked crystal and $30. And that's a big mistake. I wouldn't let this go for less than $375 or $425. And I might even go higher on that because it's so beautiful. And look how it looks like an eye. It's almost like my other ring. Where's my ring at? Oh, you should see my desk. It is a mess. But yeah, it's almost like my other ring that I wear every day that I can't find. But it looks like my diamond ring that I wear in design. So there you go. Now on to this one. And I guess I'll show the fire agate right at the end, but we'll talk about it in the next video. This one was 30 and no information. They totally missed this. These are 3 natural rubies. They're not synthetic. They're not created. And then this whole spray is 18 karat gold. I think why they missed the mark is there's the mark here of the artist in sterling, and then look in this patterning. Look right there, 18K. They missed it. So that's solid 18 karat gold in the center. That one from $30. I'm probably, again, local. I'll try at one of my shows because it's not really an eBay thing. That's I don't know. I'm guessing $375. Or $350. And then look at this, and then I'm going to say goodbye. We're going to run out of time. Oh boy, we're going to talk about this in the next video. I'm running out of time. I love you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. Please go enjoy your day, and I will talk with you soon. I love you much. Bye.